All right, y'all. This your boy back again, and I'm here to do this video about Lonzo Ball and basically, the training and stuff that's going on and all that. And pretty much some of the stuff I've been seeing on Twitter is kind of irritated the crap out of me. Um, it's early in the morning on Saturday. I had a long night last night. I went out to go get something. My car broke down on me, and I was stuck on the side of the road for a while. But life happens. But anyway, so I seen a lot of people are, or they have an issue with the fact that Lonzo is working on his jump shot. And let me be clear. Um, I don't have an issue with it. I'm gonna tell you why. Unless Lonzo is shooting like 41, 42% from three, you gotta still work on his jump shot. Period. It's one of those things you don't work. You know what they say. You don't use it, you lose it. And so, if he don't continue to work on that jump shot and progress and get better at it, he's gonna have issues. Like people, say he shot 37, 38%. I'm sorry, but that's not good enough for me. I think league average is like 36% or something like that. So he's barely a percent or two higher than league average. That's not good enough for him. He definitely needs to be a little bit higher. He needs to be in that 40, 41% range. Um, so let's start there. Number two, if I'm not mistaken, Lonzo last year started changing his shot while he was injured, and I think when the time for training camp started, he had already, you know, moved his jump shot over. But the thing is, he really didn't get much time to actually work on that, like from a health standpoint. So I think he had like maybe 6 weeks. So he's only had 6 weeks on a jumper that he changed, plus the entire season. I believe him working on his jump shot mechanics will help him in the rest of his game. Especially if we're talking about, okay, his ability to score, in one-on-one ISO situations. So if he has to ISO with someone and he he gets past the defender, and let's say he wants to do a pull-up jump shot, the better he is at his mechanics, the more effective that'll be. Yes, he's still going to have to work on the other things, the movement parts and all that in the dribbling, which I'm sure he's going to do. But you got to also make sure your jump shot mechanics are solid. If you sit there and neglect those and don't spend the time on that, that's gonna go away and wane. And we don't want him getting into a situation where, matter of fact, let's talk about it like this. So we all know, like, he's kind of a streaky shooter. Um, so and I think that is attributed to his shot mechanics. So we don't want him to go stretches of games where he's 1 for 7 or 2 for 7 or 3 for 9 or something like that. We want to get those. We want to keep those shots around like 3 for 7 or 4 for 9, something like that. And we want that more consistently. We don't want to have like a couple stretches of 0 for 6, 1 for 7, 2 for 8, something like that for like 2, 3, 4 games. And then you get like 2 or 3, 4 games of, 6 of 10. We don't want to do it that way. We want to try to keep it consistent and have him shooting. If he's going to take 6 shots a game, we want him to get about 3. Well, I ain't gonna say about 3, but if he's shooting 7 shots a game, we want to get it about 3 because he's shooting around 7 or close to it. I know he was in the sixes, so we can get him around 3 for 7 a game. That's good for him, especially if he's taking more shots overall because he was taking about 10 shots a game. And if you're saying he's going to take 6 or 7 3 pointers a game, which is more than half of his shots, I would hope that his overall shots go up and maybe he's taking 13 or 14 and he's attacking the basket. He's getting some other shots in there to mix in with that too, which is which is a pretty good about number. I've been complaining and telling people all season he's better when he's taking 13 to 14 shots a game. That's that safe zone. That's that comfort zone for him where he really is set and he's getting his shot off and he's making his shots. So that's something I just want to say or get out there. I think he really needs to work on a jumper. For the people complaining about it, it's not that serious. Of course, he's going to work on other parts of his game. Matter of fact, before I was going to make this video last night, like I said at the beginning, but I had other issues and stuff going on. But there was a video that was shared and posted on Instagram of him working with, I think what's the guy's name is Keith Johnson. So if I mess the guy's name up, y'all correct me or whatever. But he's shooting free throws. Now people were complaining and talking about, oh my God, where's the videos of Lonzo? Look, Lonzo even said before, and I believe he said it in one of his songs on his first album, he not the type to post workout videos. That's not his thing. And he's not posting workout videos. We've never seen Lonzo just straight up be like, oh, look at me. He's not a clout chaser. It's just he's going to work out and you're not going to know it unless somebody else posted. When he was with the Lakers, 9 times out of 10, it was the Lakers media members who were posting him working out inside of LA's training facility. Since he's been this offseason, it's been Chris and now Key or somebody else. He's never the one that has his people just sitting there, hey, yo, take pictures. Hey, yo, record. That's not who he is. So for people to expect him to like post all these, like, okay, it's like you want to see the evidence of him doing it. Well, he's not going to show you the evidence. It's going to be up to other people. And that's usually going to be the trainers because, hey, look who I have in the gym with me. And especially they know Zoe name bring, I ain't going to say status, but it bring clicks. It's a click bait, basically. So, well, maybe clickbait ain't the proper word, but it's going to get the views. It's going to get the clicks. So, even though he's not posting it, if like, even with him posting the video last night, this morning, of him shooting the free throws, you should know, just knowing Zoe, he is working on the stuff. I give him that much credit. We've seen him working with Fred Vincent all season long. He's a gym rat. He's doing 2 a days. If he can do that, I don't think there's a reason for us to think that would change in the offseason. That's just who he is. So him working on his free throws, him working and finishing at the rim, I don't think that's an issue for us to be concerned with. If he wants to work on shooting the jumper, yes, let him work on the jumper. I don't want him to sit here and be good at finishing at the rim but can't shoot anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yes, get that jump shot up to like 40% or something. So teams have to respect him even more, and he helps out the rest of the team. Yes, get to shooting 44%, 45% from the field. So now that you're more of a threat and they have to respect you attacking the basket. Even if you're not shooting a high number, get the free throws up to 70%, you know what I'm saying? So at least we know, okay, if he goes to the free throw line, he going to make a lot more than he going to miss, Let's work on the overall game. Yes, the handles and stuff. Yes, the IQ. Yes, the leg strength. All the stuff that I said that he needed to work on, during the offseason. Yes, he's going to work on that stuff. People need to be patient. They need to quit trying to be like force the issue with him. He's just like any other player. This is his first offseason, and this is going to be a long offseason. These guys ain't going to play for at least January, and maybe not even that, depending on how COVID is and how this whole thing is, situated. So he's gonna get plenty of time to work out on the different things. Hell, JJ Reddick on his recent podcast say normally he waits about like a month or so or 2 before he actually starts doing his workout. But he was like, since they got an extra long off season, he's like, I'm not working on anything until the beginning of October. Well, we're almost at October, so JJ Reddick just sitting there chilling, relaxing, and it's probably better for him because he's got an older body. But Lonzo's out there getting it. People they want to see the free throws. Now they get to see the free throws. But what's probably going to happen is, okay, we see you shoot threes, we see you shooting free throws, we saw you do the the floaters. Okay, well, you go show us finishing at the rim. But like I said, he's not going to show you that. That's going to be on the trainers. That's going to be on other people because that ain't who Zoe is. He's already said that. And for people to sit here and act like he's just some clout chasing goon or something out here. It's like, come on, man. Like we've been following Zoe for years. We know how Zoe is. Like, let's not play this game. Let the man work on his game, and let's watch and see what happens in the season. Be patient. I'm enjoying watching the little stuff that they post, even though it's not from him. I'm glad we actually get to see the motherfucker work out. That's great. I'm really ecstatic, looking forward to what's gonna happen next season. So just chill, people. And even let's just say hypothetically, even if he didn't work on that other stuff, what if by him working on his 3 pointers, he was making 44% from three next year? Okay, a point guard who making 44% from three is a threat in the NBA. Even if he's just a spot up shooter. Yeah, it's not max money, but it's still an aspect of his game that can't be ignored. You know what I'm saying? So I know people want Zoe. It's like people want Zoe to be. They want him to be all time great now, and it takes time. You have to work at your craft, and he is at a disadvantage, especially from the rest of his peers that came into the league, because he's had the least amount of time to work on his game. Maybe next to Markel Fultz. I don't know. Markel Fultz, I think, may be the only other person in that class, that draft class, that ain't been able to improve their game like that. But Lonzo for sure definitely has been shafted in that way. So y'all take it easy on Zoe, man. Let the dude work out. Don't sit there fanboy, fangirl over the nigga and everything he fucking do, man. Like, for real, don't be no groupies. We better than that. Let that man go out there and do what he got to do. He said it even in bubble. He was like, I know I got to work on finishing the rim. I know I got to work on shooting free throws. Okay, even if he didn't post a video this summer, he already knew what he had to do. So have some faith in the brother, all right? And while we at it, let me go ahead and say this too before next season pop off. If Zoe start off slow, meaning if he ain't, if Zoe not coming out buses 16 or 17, 15 and 20 or some crazy shit, don't kill the nigga. Like, let the dude get in his rhythm. Give him about a month and a half, maybe two, to get in the rhythm with the team, especially with the new coach, and the team's probably gonna look different. Don't sit there and kill him. Yes, there's some things that we should be able to see in him that'll be obvious from him working out. But if he don't get into rhythm or heat up and get to that point until the middle of the season, don't trip. That's who Lonzo has been since being in the NBA. It probably won't happen because he'll have an off season, but if it does, we know through the last 3 seasons it takes him a couple of months. Okay, so don't if he don't start busting until like 2-3 months in the season, it's okay. Don't start the Lonzo blah, 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 blah. Lonzo need to he's a bust and he didn't work on nothing because y'all sitting here talking all this stuff and like, oh, he need to work on this and okay, we see you working on that. Don't sit there and flip that switch later on when it come time for the season to start and he's starting to get accommodated to everything along with the rest of the team. And the same thing go for Bi and Zion and everybody else. So y'all need to just chill and be patient and let this shit work itself out. Especially if you call yourself a Zoe fan. Because a lot of y'all don't want to get the same shit that Zoe's getting. If people came at you the way they come at Zoe, a lot of y'all wouldn't be happy. A lot of y'all would be pissed off and y'all be snapping. Okay? So let that brother do what he gotta do. He's not stupid. Show the man some respect. Alright? But that's all I gotta say. I know people probably expected me to go a little bit more hard than this, probably make a long video, but it ain't feel like it. It's just a general thing. Oh, one last thing. Man, y'all gotta quit, like, LaMelo, Lonzo, and that shit, man. Look, that nigga probably ain't finna even play on the team. Like, they're gonna have to move heaven and earth to get LaMelo on the team. And quite frankly, even though those two would be good together, I highly doubt someone is gonna say, okay, we finna play Chino Hill style basketball. That ain't how that shit work. they may be able to go, even if they got Melo on the team, which is a long shot, they could probably be like, hey, man, let's play. We want to try to do this. We're comfortable with doing this. We want to help the team. They might be able, depending on the coach, to say, okay, and get that to happen. But that shit probably ain't finna happen, bro. Damn sure ain't. That the league is politics, bro. And one of the last things they want to see is, oh, look at LeVar's system works. He's right. Because that's what's going to happen. If you have them both busting, full court pressing and stuff, and they, throwing bombs, it's going to be like, is LeVar right? And that's the last thing the media want to see. But even beyond that, LaMelo's not getting on the team unless they move heaven and earth. So chill that noise. It's not LaMelo versus Lonzo, Lonzo versus LaMelo. They both have their game. They're both very good players. Let them do what they got to do and leave that shit alone, man. Like let's stop the nonsense. All right, it's LaMelo Ball and it's Lonzo Ball. LaMelo wants to get to his own team anyway and establish himself in the league, and it's gonna be very hard next to his brother because there's gonna be expectations anyway. Let him go to his place, be comfortable, and develop and move forward like that. We do not need both of the Ball brothers on the team and stuff anyway, because it's too much shit. We don't even know what the fuck coach they gonna have for this season, and we don't even know if they're a fan of LeVar or the Ball family like that. The last thing you want is a coach that, oh my God, he's another Luke Walton. So y'all chill out with that nonsense. It's gonna be Ball family love all day, but let's temper that shit down. Let's temper that shit down. But that's all I want to say. I'm finna get up out of here and fix me some breakfast and shit. I'm tired of the motherfucker. So, peace, and I hope y'all have a good day.